All right, so you meet him in there. That's the move. You go out with him.
We go out that night and
he scores with you.
Have dinner, and we go back to his apartment, and you know, whatever happens.
To score with someone has a double meaning. One meaning is just that you had a successful meeting or encounter. The second meaning is that someone had sex with the other person. This first meaning just refers to the idea of playing sports, where if you're successful, you score. So you can score with a company, you can score with a situation, or you can score with another person. The second idea of score comes from a baseball metaphor having to do with male-female relations, where first base was kissing, second base was what's called petting or touching the other person. Third base was touching their sexual organs. And home base or scoring meant to have sex. My friend asked me how my date with this girl went, and I told her that I didn't even get to first base. But in real life, I scored, but I didn't want to tell my friend. My friend went out to a discotheque the other night. He wanted to try to score with some girl, but unfortunately for him, he didn't do very well, and he just went home alone. My friend went out the other night. He tried to score some weed, but he ended up getting arrested instead and spent the night in jail. When you go to nightclubs, the guys are all trying to score with the women, but most of the guys end up going home alone most of the time, unless they're real good.
God damn these Hollywood guys.
They're jaded, Howard.
I tell you something, man. Yeah. They get too much.
But, you know, what are you going to talk about? Again, they're so... You think we're jaded in show business? They are like a million times more jaded.
Jaded refers to being tired of something, typically after lots of experience and overuse. So for example, an expression can be jaded if it's overused too much, or someone can be jaded with their job or jaded with life if they feel that they've seen everything that these opportunities have to offer and they're not so interested in them anymore. The original meaning seems to come from the rock jade, which is sort of green, and they make little statues with it, and they also make jewelries with it, and it's a semi-precious stone. So the idea there is that it's not as valuable as you think it might be. I used to like techno music a lot. But then after a couple of years of listening to this very repetitious music, I started feeling very jaded and bored and wanted to start listening to something different. I went to this new restaurant the other day and checked out their menu and had dinner there, and everything was great. So even someone who is jaded with restaurant food, I think, would be very, very pleasantly surprised. This past election, the voter turnout was very low. And apparently what happened is the voters were very jaded with all of the promises that the politicians have been making that they were not coming through on. ESL-fullsteamahead.com